Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Prime Chronicles, and this time we are going to talk about the launch of the brand new PS5. Yes, the launch of the brand new PS5, and that is something that Sony had been teasing for about a while, and many of us are looking forward to it. It's obviously time for the new generation of consoles, So everyone's kind of a bit excited and a bit hyped. And obviously in the midst of all the Black Lives Matter protests, Sony initially postponed their first event to a later date, being Friday last week. So I don't know what day it is right now because I can't be fucking bothered. But yeah, so I just want to quickly recap over my initial thoughts, whatever, but I really want to get into the games that were shown because some of them are absolutely AAA trash, bro. 2-pack of cheeks, son. Fucking cheeked up on a Sunday morning. They're so bad. But I want to get into that later on. So first, I'm going to talk about the PlayStation 5, my thoughts going into it, and the event, etc., etc. So personally, for me, I thought the event was not underwhelming or over. I think it was just whelming. You know what I mean? That kind of, it was okay. I think Sony did well to tackle the Black Lives Matter issue in terms of showing a lot of black developers and other developers of minority ethnic backgrounds, which was great. So that was kind of great, especially in the current climate, and following on from the statement they just put out. So it seems a bit more authentic, which is great. They teased some great stuff. They teased the new loading menu, or not loading menu, the new startup sounds, which obviously for those of you who are fans of the Sony startup sounds, you like the way they sound. And this one doesn't sound too bad if I'm being quite honest. But, what I do want to talk about is the design. It gave way to some wonderful memes, and I'm talking about some amazingly funny memes. I'm talking about Duraludon for my Pokemon fans out there. I'm talking about Cell for my Dragon Ball Z fans out there. I'm talking about Seto Kaiba for my Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there. So we've seen some great memes that have popped up for it. But overall, the design just seems a bit clunky. It doesn't look smooth. Obviously, they've given it, collars. It's like this. It looks like a virgin reel. Everyone's talking about it's got collars. It's up here, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why it needs collars. Collars. Collar. The rain in Spain. No, it doesn't matter. Collars. So that's kind of the thing that really griped me. Let me not do that. So that's the thing that really griped me, and that kind of annoyed me. And it, from obviously size comparisons to other consoles, it did seem like a big chonguito, like a big chungus. Like, look at the size of that lad. It's an absolute unit kind of big. Do you know what I mean? So when it's compared to the Xbox Series X, which I thought looked like a bin, compared to that, it looks like it looks shit. If I'm being honest. The Series X looks like a subwoofer. It looks like it could hide and fit into people's wardrobes. Not wardrobes, but people's kind of gaming setups already, because it looks nice and sleek. But the PlayStation looks like an absolute unit. It's big, it's white and black, it's two-tone colours. It looks tall as shit. It doesn't look great when it's lying flat either. It doesn't look great standing up. I mean, there's just not much going for it design-wise. But whatever. I mean, let's hope they just turn it into an all-black console, because I think consoles look better in all-black. They just seem a bit more premium and sleek. White just seems a bit like... It seems great for like clothing and cars, but not for a console, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So that's kind of the initial concept of the event, of the show, of whatever. So I think that was okay. Two things that they didn't announce, which I didn't expect them to announce, but I would have liked to have known, is the price. I think there's been so much speculation around the price going on right now that it would have been a great time for them to maybe put their foot out there first and say it's going to be $450, and say boom, this is the price. And that way people would have known what they're getting into. Like, it's been a shit year for many people with coronavirus. So it would have been like, right, $450 is what I'm saving up for. People are still looking at speculating on £600. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, that's an arm and a leg. I'm going to have to sell front to get that console. And I don't really want to do that. So that's the problem. And the second thing is, obviously, I wasn't expecting this again, but it would have been nice. And this is probably just me taking this. I would have liked to have known probably a bit more of a narrow release window. Holiday times is probably November and December. That's probably what the general holiday launch window is. Like it was with the PS4. which came out November 23rd, I believe. I don't remember the exact date, don't quote me. But it came out back end of November, essentially, ready for Christmas. And Black Friday sales, so it was alright. But, so yeah, those are the two things that I think they could have included, but they didn't. But that's not a problem. So yeah, so that was the two big things that they could have covered properly for me, and that was price and on exact date. But again, I mean, it's happened many years ago, and we always complain about the price, and always complain about the date, when's it coming out, exact release date. But I think with how kind of like the jostling between Sony and Microsoft recently, I think it's probably a safer bet to kind of keep the price hidden, because whoever puts their price out first, the other one probably subcut it. But however, that being said, Sony probably are going to have the more expensive console due to what is being said about kind of building it and manufacturing costs. So, slight problem. Oh well, we move. What I do want to talk about is the games. And I've got a list of games that was shown at the E3, that was shown during the conference. So it's 26 games. Overall, right, yeah, so it was 26 games that were announced, which was actually way more than I was expecting, especially for kind of just a console launch. I didn't expect that many games, especially with that many developers, third party and obviously primary main Sony developers, which were great, which was amazing. I think there was a couple ones that stood out to me personally, and there were some that were a bit meh, and some that were like, look, this looks like a 2-pack of ass right now. Like, some that looked absolutely, positively shit. Like, there's no way to describe it. Something just looked like a crock of shit personally, and that was it. So I'm just gonna go through each game and probably play a trailer for you.
Unknown caller. Unknown caller.
Right, I was rudely interrupted midway through that video, but I'm back. I mean, I'm just gonna chop it up with you. I'm gonna go through each game. I've got a list on my phone, and we're gonna discuss them. So the first was Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, this has got obviously all the Spider-Man fanboys out there up in their feels like, yeah, I need that. But Miles Morales is the Spider-Man that most people enjoy. Peter Parker, yeah, everyone knows him, but probably the most known. But Miles Morales is for the true Spider-Man fans, and probably the new age Spider-Man fans too. And I think the way they teased the game looked amazing. I'm probably gonna try and play the trailer up in the top corner on me as I'm talking about the stuff, just kind of give you something to watch as well. But it was amazing. Like, it just looked absolutely wonderful. Graphics looked great. Although it was just a cutscene, it wasn't even a cutscene. It was kind of like, yeah, it was some minor gameplay, but it didn't seem like actual gameplay in game recordings. That's the English I was looking for. So that looked really good. But I think it was really good to put Spider-Man as Miles Morales. I think that's what everyone was looking forward to, especially from the way they teased it in the original Spider-Man game. But what makes this one even better is that apparently Ubisoft has said this is an entirely new title. So it is an addition. It's not a DLC. It's not an expansion. It's now Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's not DLC. None of that. It is a completely new take on the game with Miles Morales at the center, which is great. Which is absolutely incredible. So that's fantastic. I don't know what to say. That it's just amazing. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Second is Gran Turismo 7. I mean, what can I say? Gran Turismo, real life drive. Now, Gran Turismo is a two-pack of ass, not one, not a single pack of ass. Double cheeked up on a Sunday morning pack of ass, bruv. Nah, Gran Turismo is shit. Like, I don't believe in Gran Turismo games, but what I must say is that the game looked clean. That's what. Next is Godfall. Oh my god! Don't even get me started on this one right here. Godfall is like, it's like Darksiders meets Vanquished, but with dubstep in the trailer. Who does that? Not even dubstep. They gave us rap. They said, "Yo, we need to get these. Let's get the urbans on side. We need to get more urban people involved in this game." Like, the game and the music and the trailer and the games didn't, and the music didn't go well together. It just didn't make sense. It was like it was like Marmite ice cream. Who would do that? It just doesn't make sense. It's like, we need the Marmite fans. Let's put in some ice cream. No, said no one ever. Said no one ever. Now let me tell you why Godfall looks shit. Godfall, the CPU and the AI from the little trailer we saw, CPU and AI looked stupid. They didn't look intelligent at all. He ran towards them, stupid. The fighting and stuff didn't look exciting. The color looked dusty. It was filmed in sepia. Like it was filmed in sepia. You know how like Bayonetta has that kind of like blue coat and feel to it, which is nice. It kind of gives that cold, but also has like spouts of warmth in it. This one just looked like desert. It looked like sand. It's so bad. It doesn't look great. It didn't look enticing. Even the rap music, it didn't look great. It didn't well up anything. It kind of was like, dude, what is this? Why are we doing this? It just looked like a 2-pack of ass. It was like nah. There's nothing worse than being a 2-pack of ass. You know, if someone sent shit through your front door and set it on fire as they sent it through, that's exactly the feeling that I get from watching this trailer. It just looked, why would you do that? Oh my god, why? So yeah, that's my thoughts on Godfall. Although it's a loot grinding game, which is great, which is I kind of like that. That's like likes of Borderlands, the likes of Destiny, but obviously with melee weapons it's slightly different, which is interesting. I've never seen that take personally, or I don't remember a game that's done that take. So I think that concept is interesting enough to sell it to some people, but to me personally, upon that first trailer, it's defo a pass. It's not really a cop at all. Next, Horizon Forbidden West. Now, hold up. I watched that trailer. I knew it was Aloy as soon as I saw the Western world. I saw the graphics. I know that voice. That's Aloy. And for those of you who know me, know that Horizon Zero Dawn was probably the best game I've ever played on my PlayStation forever. Now of all time, dead ass, son. Nothing beats Horizon for me. And now that they've done an expansion, I felt like they've built up on. So in the first game, they built the story, they built the world, they let you know what's going on and why you're here. In the second one, they've now introduced new machines, great, expected, but a villain from the first one obviously is continuing to the second one, and they've made kind of subtle hints now that the enemies can now control machines in the way that Aloy could. So, what are we doing here? What I'm saying is that is a insta-cop. Day one, like, insta-cop. Doesn't matter how much it's going to cost. I will buy that game. 110%. 100. Right. Oddworld Soulstorm. Nah. Pass. It's shit. It looks like a 2-pack of ass. In fact, that one was like a 3-pack of ass. It just looks like nothing that I'm ever going to play. You know, I'm not even going to go into it. That's pass. Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced. No. Remove it. We do not need it. That's not something I want. Keep it on your past 2 generations. You're not going to make me suffer for 3 generations. GTA sucks ass. Fight me, son. Fight. Project Athia, I mean, look. Square Enix have me by my cojones, eh? Los grandos machos cojones. They have me in a chokehold, yeah? And whatever they put out, I'm likely to buy. I'm going to keep it real with you. Joe even showed me on this one. I saw her jump across two rock formations, and then she did the thing where she summoned trees. I was like, wow. I need that. And suddenly, I'm going to cop it. It's a cop for me. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Again, those of you who do know me know how I've been playing Ratchet and Clank on every single console since its release. Since its release on PS2, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah. It holds a true place in my heart. That and Jak and Daxter are 2 games that hold places deep in my heart. Like somewhere deep down in my heart. I still love you. But no, I really appreciate Ratchet and Clank. And in this one, they showed off so much. They showed off the graphics. They even showed us the loading times with teleport between worlds and different dimensions. There's been nods to previous iterations of the game. So looking at Quest for Booty, Dr. Nefarious has been seen in there, and obviously nods to the first Ratchet and Clank game on PS2. So that's been great. That's amazing. That's wonderful. But the most interesting thing in that trailer is that there's now another Lombax. And Ratchet thought he's the only Lombax for ages. But this Lombax is a female with a machine arm. And she's with Ratchet this time. Now that is what I'm looking forward to. Let's expand that story. Let's unpack it. Let's see growth. And that's why that one for me is an Instacop. And immediately. So we call it Cop Immediately. Cop Immediately. Instacop. Hitman 3. No one wants it. That simple. They did Hitman. I don't know what the Hitman series was on PS4. I remember it was just split into parts. It was like chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. Bro, that game was ass. This one is worse than that one because it doesn't even look interesting. There was not much shown in it. There wasn't like, wow, stealth, siphon filter, ooh, shooting. It just didn't look exciting. It just looked a bit, Like, Hitman could pack it in, man. It could take, Agent 47 could take his bald head, his egg head somewhere else. I ain't copying that game. That, from me, ladies and gentlemen, is a pass. Next one is Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, I mean, people that know the type of games that I play games that are like really like action and really cool and mysterious. Obviously, everyone's titling this one as a horror. But let me keep real with you, yeah? As soon as I saw a guy do this, oh, it was a rap. I am sold. A man did summoning jutsu. Oh, it's a rap. It's a rap. I am involved. That game looks good. Simple as. It is a cop. It's a cop ability. Do you call that copulation? Insta-cop. A copathon. Right, okay. Last but not least, Pragmata. Now, Pragmata looks like a poor, the game just looked poor, like point blank period. The game just looked absolutely shite. But, there's no but, bro. That game was 2-pack of ass, son. Double cheeked up on a Sunday morning. Double pack of ass. Extra large pack of ass, son. What is that? Shit? Yeah, I get it. That game is awful, Kurt. Let me tell you why. In that whole 1 minute and a half trailer, I saw absolutely nothing. A spaceman, a little girl that suddenly was in space within 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't know how quickly you get to space, but that seems unpractical. But that doesn't matter. He got to space within 30 seconds, and that was it. That was it. The girl was on space, no mask. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like they're trying to do BioShock. But they're not doing well. Imagine if it is a BioShock thing. That'd be a good take. But for now, it looks like ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. It looks trash, son. Trash. Man, look forward to seeing you guys next time. But remember, stay scheming, stay safe. Stay safe, stay scheming, stay show, stay prime.